Richard, there's an emergency. There's been a kidnapping. It's Rachel, the daughter of the president of Sertia. The kidnapper is believed to be Sharudo, the last blood relative of the royal family. He lives in an old castle on the Northwest Island. He's demanding military secrets in exchange for Rachel's life. The deadline is sunset. We don't have much time. Get into the castle and rescue Rachel. The organized crime syndicate Wild Dogs is also known to be involved. Good luck, Richard. There's been a kidnapping. It's Rachel, the daughter of the president of Sertia. Get into the castle and rescue Rachel.
Sometime, somewhere, someone is plotting a government overthrow. A small republic is in danger. It's time for the one-man army. Richard Miller. She must be dead by now.
Don't come!
Rachel McPherson.
Since you have traveled so very far, be my guest and let me entertain you!
Sharudo Garo. Just to be sure. Wild Dog. Time Crisis.
Your father will pay the price for destroying the Imperial rule!
Okay, hello and welcome to the first episode of a new type of arcade assault, where I'm going to be playing on-rails shooters, and I am starting today with the original Time Crisis. So I'm playing the PS1 version. Also, I should just note, the gun, I'm playing with the gun as the mouse. It isn't calibrated perfectly, it slightly pulls to the side, but hey, hopefully we'll manage as we just jump right on into arcade mode. I think there's only easy and normal mode in this game, I don't know if there's a hard mode, but I'm just going to go with the normal difficulty and see how we do, because I've only done one practice run of this, and other than that I've barely ever played this. However, I have been able to, do a thing so it won't be flashing white every time I shoot. So let's just get right on into the story.
This nation will soon be mine! The taste of revenge is sweet. Your father will pay the price for destroying the Imperial rule! What happened?
We've been invaded.
What?
Never mind. My men will gun him down. There! Shoot him!
Okay, so, now we are just right into gameplay. So basically, it is very simple, all I need to do is pop out of cover and shoot the bad guys. This will start very simple and will get increasingly difficult as I go through. We will also see more enemy types appearing. Also, while I have done a thing so the screen won't flash every time I shoot, I'll try to mitigate it as much as I can, but it will still do it whenever I get hit and whenever some explosions go off. But I'll try my best to mitigate it as best I can. Also, I should note, in this game, if I hit 0 lives, unlike in the later games in the series, if I run out of lives, I don't just continue from where I was. As if I get a continue here, I go back to the start of the area. So that could be a bit inconvenient, and if this timer runs out, that is an instant continue. However, I think I start with 8 continues, so I think I might be okay, but we will see how we do. In my practice run that I just did about 15 minutes before I started, I did manage to get to the 2nd level boss before losing 1 continue, so hopefully I can, keep to somewhat that standard, but hey, we'll see how it goes. Because, I'll be honest, this is definitely the one I'm the least comfortable with. I'm very confident with Time Crisis 2, I'm pretty confident with Time Crisis 3, and I'll be honest, I've never actually played Crisis Zone, I've never played Time Crisis 4, So, after 3, my knowledge of this series basically just disappears, and my knowledge of this one isn't exactly the highest. However, I do know that every time a red guy appears on screen, I want to get rid of him as fast as I can. That and the orange guys. Basically, the blue guys are the least accurate, then I think it's like the guys in blue, then brown, then red. I think the guys in red are the most dangerous. There's also, like, guys in orange. They will never shoot, and they'll usually kind of just pop up in the background. Not to be confused with those other guys who are in, like, the... Okay, the one just ran across the screen there. Basically, those guys can't do any damage to you. However, if you hit them, you will get a few more seconds added to your timer. So, yeah, hopefully we can manage to get through here. Also, nope. Yeah, I maybe played that a little safe there, but honestly, I don't like dealing with these helicopters. You only see, like, 2 in the entire game, and I really don't like dealing with them.
Action.
Okay, so yeah, basically, in this game, so in Time Crisis 2, 3, and I assume 4 and the later ones, I say the later ones, after 4 there's only, I think it's Raising Storm and then Time Crisis 5, and after that it's like, the series has been in dormant since like 2015 or something. But unlike in this one, unlike in the later ones where you have Area 1, Area 2, and then the boss fight in Area 3, in this one, you do like Area 1, 2, 3, and then you fight a boss. And also, these rocket launcher guys, I don't know if they are guaranteed to do damage if they fire at me, and I don't get the cover in time, but honestly, I don't want to find out if I can avoid it. To be totally honest, I would quite like to avoid just getting hit as much as possible in general, because I'll be honest, I know for a fact that this game gets pretty tough later on, so hey, we made it to the first boss without getting hit, so that's pretty nice.
Don't come! It's a trap! Oh no!
Okay, Claw Guy. And so you can tell which one is important, because he's one in gold. Or more accurately, like, orange. But hey, this fight is going very... Of course, as soon as I say this fight's going well, I get hit. Anyway, that's the first level complete.
It's all over. The girl's at the top of that tower. She must be dead by now.
Okay, so with that, Richard just punches that guy out, and off we go. Also, I should just note, this area is weirdly short. I think, if I'm recalling correctly. Like, it is just like 2 guys, move on. 1 guy, move on. Like, I don't know, I quite like that, actually. It's just a kind of quick, close quarters series of gunfights, I suppose. Also, I should note, there is a mechanic at play in this game that I will not show, because I am, to be totally honest, bad at the game. And so, you won't see the mechanic, because I'm bad at it. Basically, if you get, I think it's like 40 hits in a row without missing 1 shot, you get a bonus life. However, again, as previously stated, I am not very good at this, so, well, more accurately, I'm okay at this. I'm just not very accurate. I'm very much a point in the direction of what I'm supposed to hit and hope for the best. But hey, we got through Area 1 of Stage 2 without taking a hit, so I will call that a success. Not gonna lie, I'm still a little bit irritated about the fact that I actually managed to get hit by that first boss. Like, I should have done better than that. Okay, so, either way, we now go to this cool little museum bit. Oh, also, I should note, at the end of this area, you go into a dark bit, and it's really cool. Like, it's cool as a concept, but I don't know if it might be, like, an epilepsy issue. Basically, you go into this dark room, and basically it's constantly flashing with the, like, muzzle flashes of shots. But visually, I like the idea, but I don't know if it's like an epilepsy hazard. To be honest, these I know and acknowledge the fact that these old rail shooters very much are quite frequently epilepsy causing, well, not causing, whatchamacallit, I've forgotten the word, hazards. Yeah, they're typically, like, I imagine they could be pretty bad. This is the area I was talking about. Like, I distinctly remember, because honestly, I needed to find a way to play this without the gun flashes, because I tried playing this previously, because I genuinely thought I was going to have to skip this game entirely, because I tried once, and by the end of the first level, actually by like the end of Area 2 of the first level, I'd already given myself a headache with the flashes. So, yeah. I am glad to be able to show this now, and I'm just hoping I can actually finish the game. But hey, we are now about halfway through, because obviously these games are not very long. I mean, I say that, Time Crisis, like Time Crisis 1 and 2 you can beat in like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. Time Crisis 3 is a lot longer. However, hopefully this won't be a cause for hubris to come and hit me, because hubris, it loves to pop up. Also, I do quite like how the game gives you a constant timer while you're playing in this one. I think that's a cool, and I feel like Time Crisis 1 really commits on the time aspect. Like, it puts the time in Time Crisis, I guess. Because, like, in Time Crisis 2 and 3, if you run out of time, you just take a bit of damage. But in this one, it's, oh, you ran out of time, game over. Or, well, game over if you don't have continuous build, but, you know. Either way, I'm pretty glad to get through that, and I think this is, like, just before the boss fight. Like, I'm pretty sure we fight Shirudo very soon. Also, that is super cool. For a game from, like, 1995 that got ported to the PlayStation, I think that's super cool that it actually had, like, a functioning proper mirror. Okay, anyway, on to the second boss fight.
My name is Shirudo.
I rule this nation now.
So, you are the fool who came to rescue Rachel. Since you have traveled so very far, be my guest and let me entertain you.
So, this is Shirudo. He will throw knives at us. That's his entire deal. He's also, like, you know, the last blood of yeah, he's also, like, the last of the royal family or whatever. And I kid you not, the instruction manual for the PS1 version of this game basically goes out of its way to really go all in on how bad the Garo family was, saying that there was something, I think it was like, they were worse, I kid you not, the manual says, according to the wiki at least, okay, I'm okay with taking that first continue, but because it took a continue, we now have to restart this boss fight. But yeah, basically, the game, like the manual says something along the lines that the Garo royal family ruled over Sersia for like 500 years, and I got hit by that guy. That was terrible. That was atrocious. Anyway, so yeah, it's like the Garo royal family ruled over Sersia for like 500 years, and it says something along the lines of they were worse than Vlad the Impaler, Hitler, and Stalin put together, which is quite a bold claim. And also, I am really bad at this boss fight is what I'm quickly learning here. But you know what? We'll manage. Honestly, I just need to kind of watch out for where he pops up. And also watch out for that one person with the machete, because that person with the machete seems to get me every time. I say that, in my practice run, they did not hit me once. And in my practice run, I did die at this boss fight a couple of times. But hey, we are making decent headway through this boss fight. This is the last phase, is when he's kind of just jumping from side to side. I think I need to hit him like 1 or 2 more times and he's done. I do quite like the thing of just like, hey, that all kind of just like popping in and out cover. Like, that's a cool little thing. But now I just need to hit Shirudo 1 more time and I think he's done. Got him. In the most anticlimactic way, because I also got hit at the same time. But hey, with that, we can move on to the final stage. Which is weird, because we've now killed the main antagonist of the game, but whatever.
How could you? You killed my boss. What do I do now? I can't let things end this way. Since I have the upper hand, haven't the girl at all, I'll press my luck. You wait here.
I'm neither going to ask how Richard was climbing down there, or how his knees did not just turn to paste when he jumped. Because, like, he just jumped, like, out of a clock tower. Also, I do want to dodge those. I want to avoid those grenade guys if I can, because obviously if I get hit by a grenade, that is guaranteed 100%, you will always get hit. One thing I will say that I greatly appreciate from the later games in this series is the introduction of the Crisis Flash. Basically, Crisis Flash is a thing introduced in Time Crisis 2, where it's basically when you're in danger and you will actually take a hit. Like, when you're about to get hit, the bullet that is gonna come out of the gun has, like, a red ring around it, basically, to basically point you in the direction of, like, hey, you're gonna get hit, get into cover right now. Honestly, this helicopter, in my practice run, this was honestly a boss all to itself. Because, you know, you are on limited time. Like, you're on limited time, and it is kind of, and it takes a little while to bring down. And it loves to leave frame. Like, I'm gonna run out of, I genuinely do not think I have time now. Like, I genuinely think I'm going to run out of time on this. Oh, never mind, I actually died. Okay, 5 continues left to beat the game. Also, those were, like, the final 3 enemies of Area 1. But hey, hopefully we can manage without too much hassle. I kind of want to know if that was terrible. I kind of want to know, like, if I hit that helicopter, is that the one I have to shoot down later in the area? Because if it is, if I can do damage to it there, maybe that's the play. I don't actually know. Because, to the surprise of no one, Time Crisis 1 is not exactly, an area of expertise for me, let's just say. But on the plus side, we are managing to get through without too much hassle. I have a nice amount of time. I'm to allow me to bring down this chopper. Okay, now it's just as soon as it comes into frame. But, yeah, I have plenty of time now. I kind of want to know, like, do I do more damage if I shoot the propeller, or what? Either way, hopefully we can get through this without too much more hassle. Because, okay, I have time. Okay, there we go. Down goes the chopper with, like, 20 seconds. No, with, like, 7 seconds more than I had last time, which is always nice. Now, just gun my way through these guys. And I just kind of get rid of the priority ones. Like, the blue guys can wait until last. They are the lowest priority to get rid of. But, like, guys with rocket launchers, guys in red, the grenade people, like, those guys, they've got to go, and they've got to go fast. I do not like dealing with them. Especially in a game where I can't really predict them. So, realistically, I feel like my solution should probably be more to just, like, jump in and out of cover, like, hit one guy, I pop back in. But hey, we'll manage. But hey, yeah, we'll manage. We are on the final stage now. Oh, so, oh, come on. Who hit me there? I want to say it was a guy in red, but he couldn't have hit me, because, like, if I couldn't hit him, there was no way he would be able to hit me. On the plus side, we are getting through here, but I am also a bit wary of time, because this area seems to love obstructing my view as much as possible. Which, you know, in a game where you are very much pressed for time, that isn't exactly ideal. because, you know, in a game where you are very pressed for time, you don't really want anything wasting said time. Such as having to sit in cover for like 5 seconds while you wait on that. But hey, I think we're near the end of this zone. I think it's just like these people on the stairs and then I'm onto area 3. Turn. I don't even know how I caught that red guy there. But hey, we manage. And fantastic. That is area 2 of stage 3 complete. So now we are pretty close to the end, but the end of this game does get a little bit dicey, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, into the, like, secret lab, I suppose. Those. Oh, that guy's throwing grenades. I do not want to get hit by those. And, okay, down we go. 45 seconds. I say that. I don't think I'm ever going to run out of time. Like, I feel like time isn't really an issue for me. I feel confident enough in my ability to kind of, like, mash buttons and shoot that I won't run out of time. But I'm a bit less confident in, you know, knowing when I might get hit. But hey, I'll manage. Okay, 5 more seconds is always welcome. Okay, that's going really well. We're pretty close to no, wait, we aren't. No way. I was about to misspeak. I was going to say, oh, we're pretty close to the end of this area. No, not quite. However, the end of this area does have one bit that, in my practice run, I learned is going to be an annoyance to me, and I think is actually really kind of goofy. Like, it makes sense in the context of the game, I suppose, but in terms of actual gameplay, it's really strange. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. Area clear. So now, we have to ride up this elevator, and that timer's still ticking down. We'll be at like 35 seconds by the time I get control of the game again. 34, 33, 32. Yeah, so you lose a good amount of time there, and that is potentially very scary. But, I mean, to be fair, it does very much give you, like, hey, like, you have to hurry. Also, I don't know what causes that knight statue to do that, but it's not exactly ideal for me. But with that, we move on to the final boss fight. Because that is stage 3, area 3 clear.
Oh, you're finally here to save me. Let's end this once and for all. Just to be sure. Freeze! Both you and this stinking castle can burn for all I care. So long.
Let me go!
Hold it!
Okay, final boss fight with Wild Dog time. I will say, I do quite like how Wild Dog himself kind of just goes along with the bit. Okay, you know what? I am going to be okay taking a continue here, because I feel pretty confident saying I'm not beating this fight without getting hit again. There we go. Okay, I have 4 attempts to beat Wild Dog. Hopefully I can do it, but we'll see how it goes. All I really need to do is just pop up and hit him when I can. I don't know if he alternates sides or what. I think he might, but I don't know for certain. Left. And... yes, left. Okay. Fantastic. Also, okay, that's a really nice little detail that Richard looks back to make sure Rachel's okay. Also, me ignoring my own advice and not targeting the red guy first. Also, not gonna lie, the calibration being slightly to the side there was killing me trying to hit that guy. On the plus side though, this boss fight is going pretty smoothly so far. So no doubt something is going to go hilariously wrong in the near future. Okay, so, Matt, you know, I've kind of wanted to say it for the entire game, but I think this is the last time we see those guys. But the guys in brown, They are, like, vaguely reminiscent of Dale from King of the Hill. Is that just me, or... Like, is that just me, or is that, like, an actual thing? I mean, I don't know when King of the Hill first aired. I think it was actually a couple of years after this. Also, this is the final section, so now I get to play a fun little mini-game called Do I win this boss fight with one hit left? Yep. Also, I don't know why the screen, like, kind of lights up like that. I mean, visually it's kind of a cool little thing. Oh, wait, does he like throw a flash grenade and then run at you or something? Got him. Okay, with that we beat Time Crisis 1. Fantastic. Also, that is the first and only time in the series where you see Wild Dog, but he doesn't have, like, a cool gun arm or something. And with that, we beat the game in just under 15 minutes total. Nice. And with that, Time Crisis 1 is complete. So, I think I beat it in, what, like, 4 or 5 continues? To be totally honest, I am very pleased with that. Because this is actually only, like, the second time I've beaten the game. The first time was in my practice run. And I did a couple of, like, little attempts yesterday and got very frustrated. I think I died to Shirudo, like, 7 times. It was really bad. But hey, with that, Time Crisis 1 is done, and we can start a new little side list, because obviously it would be a bit unfair for me to judge a on-rails shooter on the same criteria as fighting games. We'll still be doing it by how many continues I used, but I might also do, like, what my end game accuracy was and everything, just to kind of really, you know, show what the first, not what the first-person shooter is, what a kind of, like, on-rails shooter version is. I haven't decided on it yet. Anyway, with that, Time Crisis 1 gets the first spot on it. Obviously, at some point, I will be doing Time Crisis 2, Time Crisis 3, if I can get it to work, Time Crisis 4, and obviously the House of the Dead games will happen at some point. There's a good few I want to do. Like, I want to do Ocean Hunter at some point. I want to do Mazan, Flash of the Blade. There's a whole bunch I really want to try playing at some point. But my thoughts on Time Crisis 1 itself are that I don't want to be too harsh on it, because it is a game from, like, 1995. But it's definitely rough around the edges in some parts. Like, not knowing if or when an enemy is actually going to hit you, and that being seemingly luck-based, definitely doesn't help in a lot of ways. But honestly, so the following statement's probably going to sound really goofy, because it's an on-rails shooter for an arcade game that you could beat in, like, 20 minutes. I quite like the story. I know it's just, like, a generic action movie story, but it's quite fun, it's engaging. Also, to be fair, I do quite like how they introduce Richard as the one-man army, and it's just, like, exactly what it says on the tin. It's just, like, one guy blasts through, like, hundreds of people on his way to finish his mission. Like, exactly what it says on the tin. I have to respect that. Now my question is, where do I end up on my own scoreboard? Because did I beat my score from the practice attempt? I hope I did. I used less continues, that's for certain, so it was more than likely faster, but we will see in just a few seconds, actually. I was definitely less accurate in this run. I was less accurate, I think, but oh! Third? I think that must be slightly higher then. I think that must be slightly higher, because my previous one was also third place, which was a little bit faster. Wait, was it? Oh, I reset the game without saving. That was it. But yeah, basically, with that, Time Crisis 1 is complete. And yeah, I'm going to end off today's episode here. The next time I do one of these, it'll be on Time Crisis 2, more than likely. But yeah, with that, I'm going to end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment or click any buttons down below if you feel so inclined. And I will hopefully see you all next time for whatever it is I'm doing next. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.